On Monday, April 20th, 2011, my son Nate and I set out to the Chugach Mountains outside of Girdwood, Alaska to set up a 7-foot Steinway grand piano. Here you see Sean and Keith, Sean on the left and Keith on the right. The pilot, Andy, also a pilot in this picture, along with Peter, who is Peter Halstead, who is doing the whole event. This is the Steinway grand piano with a little tail that was added to it so we could fly it straight. It's my son Nate, just before we were to board the helicopter. The helicopter, this A4 Star, was to take us, both Peter and his wife, the pilot Keith and his wife Deb, Mickey, the producer of the event, and myself on a sightseeing trip across the Chugach Mountains to find just the location that Peter was looking for. Needed to be something that was surrounded by tall mountain peaks and provided enough room for us to unload all of our equipment and get the recording done. And we were looking for a place that had some snow that could be blown up to for some of the video that Peter was going to take. We also needed to find something that was stable enough to lower the 1,000-pound grand piano on. So this was our first venture out early in the morning, probably about 10 o'clock in the morning. This next video is of the extraordinary bowl where we eventually chose to land and set this project up. This is overlooking the Markus Baker ice field, large glacier that is flowing down through the valley between these incredible vistas and peaks that you're now looking at. The piano is going to be located on a little knoll about 5,400 feet up in the air. Right at the end of the footprints that you see is where the piano will be landing. And it is on its way. We were working, and it was just an unbelievably inspirational day, a beautiful day. So the A-Star here is about to lift off with us and move us forward. We were able to secure a 7-foot Steinway grand piano, which we put in the crate, as you saw earlier, and it will be transported underneath this same helicopter after Keith dropped us off at the landing site. He came back to Alpine Air here in Girdwood, and both my son Nate and the rest of the crew boarded a second helicopter, which you'll see a picture of shortly. The A-Star then was connected to the grand piano and was moved forward. You can see the piano's headed down through the valley of Girdwood and headed to its final resting place. We are preparing the site where the piano is going to come. Unbeknownst to us, the tail of the piano was lost, and so it was spinning quite a bit as it was traveling through the Chugach Mountains, as you can see in the video. We had to land it precisely where it needed to go and kind of fight the turning of the piano, this 1,000-pound box, as the wheels of as the rotors were forcing it around. I was fighting it, trying to get it to turn and land where it needed to go. But we did get it set up, and we immediately got a platform set up for it and landed it, and off the Yeti went to play the piano, and there he is. course, I had to get a few shots of me sitting there. I had opportunity to play the Alaska flag song. That was about all I could get away with. That's my son Nate, who was there on site helping us with all this. Yeah, piano tuner will go anywhere. You just give me a call and we'll find you. The little rock I'm sitting on was made by the Anchorage Opera just for this event and for the filming of it. This is Peter Halstead and I in his little Yeti outfit. We were winding down toward the end of the day. You can see the shadows starting to lengthen. And here's the final video as the sun setting. We're passing the helicopter with the piano attached to the bottom of it. There it is now coming into view. You can see the piano spinning around right around the peak of that mountain. Well, it certainly was an incredible day, and we hope you enjoyed our video. Thank you.